I'm Senior Corporal Melinda Gutierrez, and today we are going to talk about the homicide of Ryan Christopher Moore with Detective Derick Chaney. Detective Chaney, can you tell me about the homicide of Ryan Christopher Moore?
Yes. On March the 14th, 2013, police officer responded to 2805 East Ledbetter Apartment 311, in which they found Mr. Moore deceased inside the apartment from an apparent gunshot wound.
Are you in constant contact with the family of Ryan?
I do occasionally exchange text messages with the sister of Mr. Moore to try to keep her updated on the case. At this time, I haven't received any leads to give her the answer that she desired.
Growing up, me and him really didn't get along growing up because I was the worrisome little sister. And I'm the only girl, and he was the closest brother to me age-wise. So any and everything he did, I wanted to do. I was still worrisome. Everywhere he went, I followed. I wore his clothes to school. He was my brother, and even though I have other older brothers, it was something about Chris that was different from everybody else. I tried to imitate him growing up. Everything he did, I wanted to do. It was like he was more than a brother. He was, for me, a brother, a friend, a father, and a role model.
So he was like a father figure to you?
He was, because any and every problem I ever had or I experienced in my life, and I called my brother, he wouldn't tell me what I wanted to hear. He always told me what I needed to hear, no matter how it would affect me, no matter, if I would get upset. It wasn't about what you wanted to hear. It was always about what was right. And it was something about that brother, this particular brother, that I just never wanted him to ever be disappointed in me.
I know this is tough. You want to tell me about March 14th, 2013?
So that particular day, I was actually walking and exercising, and as I was exercising, I was thinking about him. And I still have that one picture I had posted as I was walking that same day and put on Instagram. Because for some strange reason, my brother was on my mind as I was exercising. Nevertheless, as that ended, the day went on, got ready for bed, just like a normal day. And I heard my father say, "Oh, Lord." And at that moment is when I immediately thought of Chris. But we couldn't get anything else out of my dad because he was, I guess whoever he was talking to on the phone, he was just trying to grasp everything. And so, finally, I heard him say, "Chris been shot. They shot him." So, you start just, your mind is just going. And you're like, what? And you're trying to process. Mind you, we 3 hours away. So I just didn't know what to think or say. I just wanted to get to my brother. But in my heart, I knew my brother was gone. Because my family that was out there kept saying, He's still in the house, and the police are still in the house, and the paramedics are still in the house. But 30 minutes don't went by, they still in the house. I can't even put into word. I don't even know how to explain to y'all what we going through as a family. The way they killed my brother, and just not even the way they killed, the fact that they killed him in the first place. And we're left here grieving. We're the ones left here trying to figure out what happened. Why did this have to happen? He has a daughter. I have a niece that I don't even know how to talk about this situation to her. She was a daddy's girl. What do you say? What do you tell a 13-year-old who was just with her daddy hours before he was murdered?
If you could say something to the person who committed this murder, what would you say to them?
You know, I've never even really thought about it. Because what do you say to a person that is so ruthless that despite whatever, if they had something going on with each other, they got into it, whatever the case may be, because I don't know. What do you say to a person that's so ruthless that it's so easy for them to not only take a person's life, but affect so many other people's lives that you have never even came into contact with?
What would you like to say to anyone that might have information about the case?
What I would like to say to anyone that knows anything about what happened to my brother, this can very well happen to you. You watch First 48 and all these shows that you see on the regular with people going through what I'm going through right now. But until you sitting right here in this chair, and until you going through what we're experiencing right now at this moment, you'll never understand. We as a people, we as a community have to come together and stop killing each other for nothing. I don't know what this was about. All I know is that I don't have my brother. That's what I know. So I'm asking any and everybody that know anything, know somebody that knows something, please come forward. Because guess what? This could be you tomorrow. This could be you this evening. It's not just about my brother. Everybody's going through these situations. And the problem is nobody wants to talk. Nobody wants to snitch. Nobody wants to say nothing. But what my mama going through is what your mama can be going through tomorrow, or your father, or your daughter, or your sister. If we don't stop all this violence for once, and not only that, if we don't open up our mouths when we know stuff is going on, we're not going to ever get to a better place. This world is the world we're bringing our babies up in. You don't want to bring your child up in the world where every night before you go to sleep, you sitting up here crying and worrying and begging God, please let them see another day. This is the world we're bringing our kids up in. But don't nobody, when people see stuff and they know stuff, don't nobody want to say nothing, but wait till it's you. When it's you, when you sitting right here and you're wearing a t-shirt of your brother or your dad or your cousin or your son, then you're going to want somebody to say something. We just need, I can't even say closure. Because closure to me won't be until I see my brother again. But I at least need something. My family needs something. We need to know that the people or person or whoever did this is not going to get away with it. And the thing about it is, the apartments that my brother was killed in, the apartments are so small and so close together, which tells me that somebody knows something. Somebody saw something. Don't nobody want to talk. But we'll see how long people sit around and don't say anything. We'll see how it feels when you're sitting in this chair. Then maybe you'll understand where I'm coming from.
I'm asking the public to please, if you have any information, if you know of anyone, heard of anything about Mr. Moore's death, to please contact me or contact Crime Stopper and provide this information so I can bring peace and justice to this family.